and allow me to share here about the 53rd of the Goetia using my Demoniacus Vuma. And let's hear how that chant goes. Okay, it's going to be a bit. So let's start with some of the incenses for the Mercury. Lavender, star anise, cardamom, bayberry, cinnamon, marjoram, wintergreen, valerian, mace, sage, mandrake, dill, sandalwood, southernwood, storax, sweet gum, tragacanth, fennel, crabgrass, cinquefoil, clary sage, cassia, caraway, and blackheart. And okay, I am here. Okay. Okay, wrong one. The Demoniacus Vuma for this. Gazhazlam Ksaz Ksaranyevmerks Gazhazlam Ksaranyevmerks Gazhazlam Kazranyevmerks Gazhazlam Kazranyevmerks Gazhazlam Kazranyevmerks Gazhazlam Kazranyevmerks. Okay, GZ, HZ is the first word, LM, third word, XZ, fourth word, X, Z, RN, fifth word, IVMR, XS. Gazhazlam Kazranyevmerks. And so traditionally we're looking at an E for Mercury, Epidaurian or Aeolian, and mode 6, and that's what the E order of 9 angles has. And some would say a D to an E is the more common traditional, and D at a 1.35 ratio, a 1.33 octave, a 10.40 hertz, and 0.38 diameter, and 20.8 resonance. And the scientific more common measure is 141.27 hertz. So a C sharp, so, A1 equals 448.5 hertz over 440 hertz is, plus, 332 C, and 66.2 tempo, 132.4 beats per minute. So it's a rather slow tempo. You'd expect maybe some of the other planets, but I think, correct me if I'm wrong at the moment, but we're looking at more of a... Okay. The Infernal Dictionary says that Caim is a blackbird with a headdress and a peacock, or a woman with top red Oh, with tapered... With a tapered gourd? Or guard? Or... Okay, 30 legions. And people who worship this being say it makes one a good disputer, understanding of bird, and gives an understanding of bird voices, anabolics of dogs, other creatures, water noise, true answers of the future. Some say it's a prince instead of the president that you find in the Goetia. Some say Kamos, or Kamos comes from Chemush, which means fingers or filth. Well, actually, they don't say that. I say Chemush, or fingers or filth, or the Aramaic. They say it comes from the Caim, which means life. Martin Luther is said to have disputed with him, officer of college or convention. Okay. Appears as a thrush, answers, that's a type of blackbird, answers questions on burning, ashes or coals. People think it was formerly of the order of angels, but the light beings were another class of beings. Oh, I'm sorry, I brought some changes into a man with a sword in hand. So the head and the wings of a blackbird, and it changes. And okay, so let's look at some experience here, and let's start with from 2011 and Saturday the 10th of December. From 5:43 to 6:17 p.m. My hairs stood on end. It felt like something was buzzing in my nose and mouth with the speed of an electric motor. I was stilled, and I felt a presence in the area of the two flaming candles. I turned my gaze to above and between the flames. I started to tingle all over and felt very heady. Phosphenes were seen, particularly flashes of orange and red blobs about the flames. I became comfortably numb. I was lost in the pentagram prayer. So, Abdia Solazor Balita Balit Abdia Aliza Bellator Bellodi Ali Hara. Okay, yeah, that's it. I didn't feel myself, but I knew I was there. I felt like warm gel when I started to feel again. Shivers of euphoria rolled down me. All became wavy as I saw myself no more. I was somewhere that was dark with some soft color. And Khan, the Aramaic, which the Hebrew comes from, means now. Caim means desire or like. Camu means like, when, according, worth. Kama means desire or long. Ken means stand, root, opening of a seed, base, so firm, nat, foot, estate, office, place, well, thus, like, well, such, how, be, state, after. That following, therefore, wherefore, lice, manner. Kana means stalk, vineyard. Kahan means adorn, priest. The type of priest who controls the axis, not just the prayer leader, but, where we get our word for priestcraft. Minister, execute, deck, office. The base which supports the people. Kun means firm, foundation, prepare, establish, ready, proud, right, fix, set, direct, order, fashion, certain, confirm, cake. And let's go on here to the operation from 2012. regarding Caim, Qayin, Camio, and this would have been on December 11th, 2012, between 5:48 and 7:24 p.m. Apocalypse 12, 1 through 13.8. What else was there? Genesis 3.1 through 24. From the Quran, 20.25 through 41, 27:15 through 44, 68, 1 through 52. Wasn't there some New Testament verses somewhere? But anyways, okay. So I said this was 5:48 to 7:25 p.m. I saw two blue-green move in a curved pattern. I felt a presence in the north. I felt a pressing down upon me. I became very warm and hypersensitive at the same time. There were yellow sparks in the room. Around the orange seal, there was an electric feeling in the air. I felt heavy. I was very aware. Over my crown and down my toes, it was utter bliss in 3 flows. All pain and stiffness went away. I was still pleasurably warm. I felt over a dozen lesser rolls down me. I closed in. As I drank from the cup, I saw a sphere made of red sparks and green sparks. I felt the last of the euphoria and abnormal warmth at 7:53 p.m. So 28 minutes after the whole thing ended, Qaim is rising. Oh, that's connected to the village. Okay. Qayin is acquire, zealous, gathering, seeds, nest, room. Qaim is raise, stand, decree. Qaim, okay. Save, steadfast. Yum, substance. Yakam, substance. Kumiyunt, erect, upright. Takumam, rising, rise. Takuma, stand. And kumma. Okay, height, stature, stand along, makoma, place, homeroom, open space, country, raise, height, stock, green, stock, standing, established, sir. Okay, should be some Greek in here, or Latin. Okay, I'm gonna have to turn back for that. Camo is the verb of command, so hairy, love, red with hair. Come, proposition of together. Kama, an ancient connotation of the coast of Kamaparia. Okay, kuniko, to unite. Oh, by wedge. Kuna, a cradle. Cano, to produce notes, tossing, play, to sound, resound. Cani, ts, a gray or white colored hoariness. Coma, the hair of the head. Cameo, to go and come, to pass and fro. Cana, a village in Apulia on the south bank of the Reafudus, famous for a great victory won by Hannibal. The Romans near about 216 BCE. Caneo, the bigger hoary. Canis, so hound, are an enraged person. Canus, white, hoary, gray. Canum, dirt, filth, mud, mire. Cana, the principal meal of the Romans, taken about 3 to 4 p.m. The principal dish, previous invitation to engage oneself as a guest, can max a bug, a term of reproach. Okay, I'm taking longer with some of this, but okay. Let's see if there's some sort of Egyptian connotation with this, and of course there is. Come nu, come ha, come at. Oh, so there's a religious title. Come ner nuf come nuf custom tun ner che ksmi khamia. Okay. So let's look at what some of that actually is. Not that. Oh, but this over here. So to blaspheme the name of God from Kana. Kanit, so wrath, anger. Kaniwa, reviling, curse. Kanhu are as to see. Kamnu is one of the 36 decans. So we're talking, every 10 degrees of the year. So there's 36, and these are constellations, or some worship them as deities. Kum is a name of a god. False. Actually a jinn, but anyways, because we find out that Kamat is a weeping woman. And Ombas, one of the 14 Ku of Ra. So Kem, yeah, this is one of the names of Ra, Ra. I forgot, Gam, is that how you pronounce the Coptic there? My Coptic's rusty, I'm sorry, people. Come is to be strong, to prevail. Khum is said to be a god of procreation and generative power of Menu. And Xamnernuf, he whose name is unknown. Xamtannerj, unknown to men. Xmi, one of the assessors of Osiris. Xamiu is other variations. Xmi is, okay, what you got of that. Okay, but let's so the 26th author. The 26th author is the author of accepting a third will gathers. So let's a stone that people say for marriage is the it's the pudding stone. So let's use that as our meditation stone. Let's get down here and oh yeah. Okay. Heavens which dwell in the 26th author, the author of accepting a third will gathers an absolute one, not in three parts, the one, division parts. governor of the 29.5 days of the moon, user of the day, are authoritative in parts of the earth and carry out the judgment of the highest. You, it is said, behold the face of your deity, the source of comfort, whose eyes are like the brilliance of the heavens, which provided you for the government of the earth and her ineffable reality, furnishing you a profound understanding to dispose of all things according to the divine intervention of him that rules the holy throne and rose in the beginning, saying, the earth, let her be governed by its parts, and let there be divided in her, that it be displeased with itself. In the course of her let it run with heavens, and like a handmaid let her serve them one season, let it confound one another, and let there be no creatures on or in her the same. All her parts let them differ in their qualities, and let there be no one creature equal to another. The reasoning of mankind, let them drive out and weed out one another, and the dwelling place, their names, the work of man, and the showiness to face buildings of man of him, let them become caves for the beast of the field. Confuse the understanding of her with darkness. Why it turns from me? I made mankind. One occasion let her be known, and another time with a stranger, because she's a slut's bed in the residence of him that is fallen. Heavens, lift up the lower heavens underneath you, and let them serve you. Govern the governors, cast down such as fall. Bring forth with those that increase. Destroy the rotten. No place but let it remain in one number. Add and subtract until the stars be numbered. Move and appear before the covenant of his mouth, which he has avowed to us in his justice. Open the mysteries of creation and make us partakers of undefiled knowledge. Yawn, 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 yawn. Yawn, 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 yawn. Matriarchs des Pratis, Kies popand niegrana las hiem. Nikau sanyer kos god Thisius Bausius ras yeda nonga govu yamikmadoyan madia ombolyerm sama uauna kis luskaviadias pieripso nazavrasa nunga mitaim kos giod hilepapahatum blues do adnunga of Glomabia go to Zulupiauraf, Novo Gauss got about Sanya, Kirestias, your poetry above Stierilum non meters ba, Ururinis Linia, Zapile Pongi Piep Saxo Takaverles Bo, Apius Ladium of Cossimp, Odd Kirestias, Ogtorin Cotiobolio, Tunmam, Yusmo Aspian, Odd Kirestios, Oglatorn Paracassimp, Cordies de Plafivals, Lessam Nadod Fargapans, Moascunius Bra, Urava Vogston, Mongors Catum, Moasmetam, Nisi, Fipton, Camp Tillavor Spaglim, Hold Cordies, Lacapima, Yaxamaxipo, Cacogasungosa, Baglin, Piatianta, Babylon, Nud Vargatil, Vovian, Madrax, Tors of Madrax, or Tozu Exoro Clabar Patabore Perias are the best under upon Kurstada Bixio Cambiazia Guazior Cabascning Repiapraxis Sakakarvan Melamperds Arcagrang Avia Cormendosm Spiet Steve Sieb what Monada Slavazastia Balton Udo Kikli Kaudos Asma Plaple Yanman behind me and over the stone to there, a little past the mat, was the presence. And the air was thicker. Orange spirals went down into the stone, but only this top edge, and the stone feels different in this state. And if you can see, I'm shaking pleasantly. Not too much. Just a little. And sometimes in these experiences, the air gets thick, but there we are. The 26th author